All right, hello, beautiful peoples. Back with another video. Yes, let me tell you what this video going to be about. All right, now, you guys know I love my healthy vegetables and everything, but you know what? I want to make some cinnamon rolls. So we're going to go to the sugary side for a little while. So, first of all, I got to give an honor to God, who's the head of my life. Can't do this life without him. And I hope you guys are blessed out there. All right, let me tell you what we're going to need to start this recipe off. So I have a measuring cup here because I want to measure out 1 cup of milk. And we're going with some milk right here. And we have our dry active yeast right here. And we have our 1 teaspoon of sugar. This is what we're going to start with. So let me pour a cup of sugar, 1 cup of milk, and that's that. Now I'm going to heat this milk up in the microwave because this milk has to be warm, not too hot, not too cold for your yeast to work in this recipe, because this is dry active yeast and we want this to bloom. So stay tuned. All right, now that we have our milk, 1 cup of milk warmed up here, we're going to go in with our dry active yeast. And this is 1 teaspoon here. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons. Let's put that in there like so. 2.5. Of the dry active yeast. And that is this right here. You guys want to see it again. Then we're going to take some sugar so the yeast can actually bloom faster. And we're going to take 1 teaspoon of sugar and put in that. We're going to take our fork, stir this up. Now the milk have to be warm, like when you making a baby's bottle, you know how you would feed your baby, put the milk on your wrist or fill it, you know, warm enough for a baby to go in it, basically, or a baby to drink it. So we're gonna let this sit for 15 minutes until it starts to bloom. You wanna do this step first because if it don't turn out right, you can start all over, do it again, because then something is wrong with the yeast. And I will come back and show you guys how the yeast is supposed to look. I'll say we got it all stirred up. So we're gonna let this sit right here. I'm gonna take my timer right here, set it to 15 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, beautiful peoples, we are back. Now, let me show you what your yeast gonna look like. Look at that. That is beautiful. Gave us a very beautiful bloom. So what we're gonna do, we have our 1 cup of milk and our yeast that bloomed. Very pretty. This is what you're looking for right here. So we're gonna go on here and pour this mixture into our bowl. Make sure to get all this out of here, because we need every last bit of that yeast and milk. Yes, we do. All right. Now, what we're going to do now that we have our yeast and milk in, we're going to go in with a 1/3 cup of sugar. Now, this is going to be a sweet dough. I made a video with some bread dough, how I made my yeast rolls. This dough, guys, is totally different. So we're going to put that sugar in here like so. I'm going to get that stirred up in there like so. Then after that, we're going to go in with our melted butter. And this is 4 teaspoons of butter. So we're going to pour that right on in there. Like so. Melted butter, by the way. Then we're going to pour in our vanilla flavoring. That is 1 tablespoon. Beautiful. Smells good already. Now, I have 4 egg yolks here. 4. The 4 egg yolks. The reason why I took the white of the eggs out, because this is gonna make the dough very rich, nice and rich. So let's get all that goodness in there like so. All right. Let's get that beat up. Get them eggs beat up pretty good. Now, I do have a mixer, but I love just doing this by hand, guys. It's faster to me, and I don't have to wash out all those utensils. So, just want to get those eggs incorporated really, really good in there, like so. This is our wet mixture right here. All right. Instead of dirtying up all those dishes, I one bowl. Now, we're going to go in a little at a time. This is 3 cups of white lily flour. So, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Wanted to get my little sifter here. We're going to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to put this in here like so. Kind of like sifting it in there. This flour is a very light flour. This white lily, that's why I went with this. It's white lily all-purpose flour. So we're going to get that in there like so. All right, now let's get that worked in here. While we're getting that worked in here, we have 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to add in there. The reason why I'm adding my salt in last, because the salt will kill the yeast. Yes, it will. So, always add your salt in last. You want to get that, make sure you got a beautiful bloom on that yeast. Like I said, this is going to be a very soft dough. So, let's just on head around here like so. Mix that together like that. Get out all that flour incorporated in here. Now let's get some more flour in here. My neighbor gave me this measuring cup. It's an 8 cups. I love it. Love working with that. All right, let's sift the rest of this in here. Like so. So how you guys been doing out there? I hope you guys is blessed. Always. Oh, yeah. Just don't be out there doing nothing crazy, guys. Don't be out there doing nothing crazy. We don't want that at all. So just take my little hands. Want all that. All right, let's incorporate this. Now, if you need any more flour in here, I say 1/4 cup, 1/4 cup, and that will be it. Let's see, do we have to add any more in here? So let's see. Oh, let me get the rest of the salt in here. Mix it up well. Get all that dough. All that flour, I mean, off the side of there. All right. It's coming together. Now, we might have to go in with that 1/4. That was 3 cups. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get my flour over here. This is the flour I'm using right here, if anybody want to know. This is, let me get a 1/4 cup. Don't want that one. That is 1/4, guys. what I'm putting in there. And I think that's gonna do it. Now let's get this incorporated in. Real nice. I say this is gonna soft. This is a real soft dough, sweet dough actually too, because I put more sugar in here than I did my yeast rolls. There we go. So I'm gonna just keep mixing this. And then I'm gonna put it in my oven so this can rise. So just keep giving it a good mix. Oh, this is a workout, you guys. This is a workout. Oh, wee. Beautiful dough, though. Look at it. Let me see. Yep, that's about where we want it. We want it sticky, but we don't want it too sticky. Make sure everything is incorporated really, really, really good here. Now the first rise, I'm going to turn my oven light on, put it in the warmest place in my house. Turn my oven light on and let this rise for 2 hours. All right. Because as it will rise, it's going to change textures. Let me knead it a little bit in this, yes, my hands are clean, people. All right, let's take it off the spoon like so. Because I'm going to knead this a little bit in the bowl. Now, if you do go in with flour, you don't want to go in with that much. So we're just going to put a little flour in here. Oh, yeah. And just go grab it from the side and just knead it in like so. Beautiful dough. Oh, that dough is going to be nice and rich. Just knead it like this with your hands. Because once it rises, it's going to change texture here. Yes, it is. Just a little bit more. Get it off my fingers. We want it to stick, but we don't want it to be that sticky. Okay, let's bring it back in like so. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. A little bit more. You can feel the texture of it now, guys. Once you do this for a while, you get to making your own bread. You can feel the texture on it. Actually, what you want here. Right now, I got all that off my hand. Let's take that in like so. And it's still a little sticky, but we're gonna work with it. Kneading it a little bit. Oh yeah, a little bit more. You say you gotta put, hey, it's better to do a little bit at a time than to do put a lot of flour in there. You always gonna end up with at least, see, we started off with 3 cups of flour, at least 4. You're gonna do that for sure. I think that should be it right there. And then we're going to put some oil on this and put it in our oven. Wrap it up and put it in the oven. And let it rise. And get that flour mixed up in there real good. Alrighty, I'm gonna stop right there. And put a little oil on my hands. And I'm gonna go in with some olive oil. Just put a little bit on my hands like so. And I want to get this turned over because I want some oil at the bottom. Just a little bit more on my hands. You don't want to put a lot of oil in here. All right, there we go. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is cover this up, put this in my oven so it could proof, and let it double in size. So hold on, guys. Get some clear plastic wrap. Put on this like this. Like so. All right, guys, now we're gonna put a towel over this, also with the plastic wrap. And now it goes in the oven so it can rise. So I'll be back in 2 hours and I will show you what we're gonna do next, so stay tuned. All right, beautiful peoples, look at that. I done already put flour down on my board. So we're just going to punch the air out of this. Like so, and just roll it on out real carefully. Like so, right onto the flour, like so. Try to get all that up off of there. All righty. Put that over there. I got a little bit of flour right here. I'm just going to put on that and put some on my hand. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bore you guys with this one. I'm just going to see how it changed texture. Now it's not sticking to my hands like it was in the bowl. What I'm going to do is knead this for 8 minutes and then I will be back. So stay tuned. All right, beautiful people. Just got done kneading this for 8 minutes. So now I'm going to press it out. Now, the reason why I put it on my board, because I want to follow the out lining of my board here. So I just want to get this pressed out as far as I can. It's still, you know, got a little tackiness to it. The dough do. Okay. Look at that dough. That's beautiful. Let's put a little more flour up under here. And it's coming right along. Turn it again. You gotta go all kind of ways with this. Try to roll it out as I see the gluten is. You can let it rest for 5 minutes and then it won't bounce back like that. But we're gonna try to work with it. Resistance over here. Let me see how thin this is. All right. Now, what we gonna do? This is where the little mess come in at, but hey. Where it's gonna be good at right here. All right, gonna set that aside, and we're gonna take our stick of butter here. Let me get a I can spread this butter out with. This is softened butter. I took this out so I can basically kind of spread this butter on here like so. So I want to spread this. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Somebody was at my door. So what we're going to do is take this stick of butter. I don't know if I'm going to use all of this butter or not. But we're going to spread a good heaping layer on this here. Might end up using the whole stick of butter. All right. See, that's why we didn't put that much butter in the dough. All right. Hope you guys, you guys can see everything. All right. This is the fun part right here, guys. All right. There we go. Now, some people melt their butter. I just decided it's soft enough for me to spread. So I just decided I like to get all the way to the end, like that. Alrighty. Try to even it out as much as I can, like so. Put a little bit more over here. All right, guys, I think that is it for now. Now, I have brown sugar, light brown sugar, and dark brown sugar in here. I'm going to just mix this together with my hands like so. And I'm going to coat this all over this dough. Let's get it all mixed up. I like to use both sugars because the dark brown sugar have that molasses in it. So we're gonna just put it just like that, crumble it all over like so. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the measurements. This is 1 cup of light brown sugar and 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. Let's get it to the edge, spread it out, get it to the edge. Oops. Just that. Yep, 1 cup. 1.5 cups. I might not use all of this. I mean, I can, but I think that's quite enough. Some right more in here. All right. Now, let me get my cinnamon and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got my cinnamon here. So we're going to go in now. It's up to you guys how much cinnamon you want to put on yours. Cinnamon rolls, I like to taste the cinnamon. So I'm putting a little bit of cinnamon. Like that. I'm going to take that and spread that out with my hand. Like so. A little more over here. All right. I have nutmeg here. Take a couple of pinches of nutmeg, like so. Yes, just a little bit. Need a lot. And a little pinch of allspice. Just maybe 2 pinches. That's it. And I'm going to spread that out. Both of my hands like this. Yes, indeed. Now, I like raisins in my cinnamon rolls. So hold on, guys. Hold on, I'm getting these raisins up out again. Just put a little bit of raisins on here before I roll it up. Just a little. Just make sure I have a bite and, you know, get a raisin in all the bite. Yeah. And now you could put pecans in here if you want to. You could turn this into a sticky bun. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. There's so many ways. I want to make a sticky bun next. Oh, my goodness. Just trying to get spots that... All right. I say that is enough. Now, what we're going to do is take it from this end. Yeah, that's a little thick right there. But we're going to roll it, stretch it out a little bit. And we're going to start rolling it from here. All right. Just going to roll it towards us. Like I said, the dough is still a little tacky, but that's okay. That's how we want it. We want it. This is a soft dough. Okay, just roll it on towards me, like the raisins falling out here. All right. Now, when we get to the end, let me see, can I pick it up? Let me get my scraper here. Let's move it back a little bit. Okay. Move it back like so. Now, what I want to do is take these ends and just pull them and pinch them like that. Yeah, that's what I want to do right there. Make sure that stays on there. Just pinch it all together. Put that raisin back up in there like so. Just turn this over. Now, some people cut off their ends. I am not cutting off my ends at all. All right, let's get to cutting them. And cut these ends like so. Some people do it with a dental floss. I'm keeping my ends. I just smash them down like that. So it won't smash it. But if it do... Let's see, I'm gonna cut them about right there. I could have measured them all, but that's okay. Go really fast. All right, here go my other end. Oh, that looks good. Oh, let's put some, which that's what we're gonna use, the extra brown. Ooh, coming out of there. You know what, guys? Let me get my pan, put it in a pan, and then I will show you what it looked like. So stay tuned. All right, people, here we go. Got them all in the pan, sprayed them down with some olive oil spray. Now that little bit of brown sugar, I put a teaspoon of cinnamon in here, and I'm just gonna go on top just like this a little bit, and top them with some of the cinnamon and sugar. Just like that. You gotta remember now, that dough is a sweet dough. It's very rich. Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna let these rise for now another hour, and then we're gonna bake them off. So when they I'll show you what they show you guys what they look like when they rise again. Let me see, I got 2 plastic wraps here. Open this up, just put some plastic wrap on there like so. All right. Then what I'm gonna do is take my towel once again and put my towel over this like so, and then I'm gonna set it in my oven for 1 hour, so stay tuned. All right, now beautiful people, we're gonna go in and make this icing while they're in the oven rising. So I got 1.5 cups of powdered sugar here, and I'm just going to put 2 capfuls, maybe 3 capfuls of vanilla flavoring. It's right here. I gotta give me another one of these before the holiday. And a little bit of milk. And that is it. Now you can make a cream cheese ice, and I'm gonna put milk in here a little at a time because I don't want it too thick. So let's go with the rest of it. I think that should do it right there. That vanilla extract makes the color looks like that, so I'm good with it. And give it a good whisk, and that's it as far as the frosting. Now you could put some softened cream cheese in this and make this a cream cheese frosting. Yes, you can, but I just like it just like this. This is perfect for me. All right, now we're gonna set this aside, and when they rise, I bring them out, show you what they look like, then we're gonna bake them off. All right, here we go. They done rised up a little bit. I let them rise for 1 hour. Now I'm getting ready to put them in the oven at 350 for 35 minutes. All right, guys, here we go. Done baked them off. Oh, don't they look beautiful, guys? And the smell in here is just overwhelming. So I got me some melted butter here. I'm just going to put a little bit of melted butter on top of these, like so. Now, I just took these out of the oven. So let's get this butter on here. Oh, my goodness. Now, you guys know you gotta make some of these for the holiday. Holiday coming up. Yes, indeed. Y'all know we got to have our little desserts. Now, you know I can't eat all this sugar, but hey, I can taste one. I sure can. Oh my goodness, look at that. A little bit right in here. Ooh wee. Now I'm gonna let this cool down for about maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to drizzle our icing over it. All right, guys, let's put this icing on top of these. Beautiful. I'm just going to drizzle it like so. Now, like I said earlier, you can make this into a cream cheese frosting, and that is also delicious. Also, yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Now, I will make some more of these for Thanksgiving. And I don't know. I might make some blueberry rolls. I like blueberry too also, guys. Let's just go on and drizzle the rest of this on over here like so. Just get it all over there. Yes. Still a little warm, but not as hot as it was when it came out. Ooh wee. Look at that. Now we're gonna see, can we get one out of here? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see, can I grab one out of here really quickly? Let's grab one of these end ones. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Soft. Ooh, guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You dip that in a little bit of that icing down there. Guys, you gotta try this recipe. That dough is pillowy soft. Look at that. Let me set that right there because I'm gonna feel this. Oh my God. You guys gotta try this. But like I always say, guys, keep your head up, keep the faith, stay strong out there. And most important of all, guys, stay safe. And I will reconnect with you guys in my next video. I love you guys out there. And just stay strong. And like I said, if anybody need any prayer, put it down in my comment box. You don't have to tell me what you need prayer for. Just say, I need prayer. Our Father knows everything. All right, guys. Good night.